Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is a Marvel Monday.
Whew, it's nice out there, isn't it?
The cold weather?
Yeah, you got your jacket on? You a cardigan man these days?
I do have my, I don't even know, it's not really a cardigan at the moment, jacket thing.
Wow, that's a very wild description of a jacket.
It's like less than a jacket, more than a sweatshirt.
It's knit, isn't it?
That's a shacket.
No, the one I have right now is not knit.
I
know, my grandma's sweater. I know what you're talking about.
You heard of the shacket?
What's a shacket?
It's a shirt jacket.
I haven't heard of a shacket.
And it's pretty wild because a jacket is already, I mean, a shirt, really, right? It's a shirt that maybe zips up.
What makes a shirt, Lebowski?
So hold on, I'll show you. Look at this.
What's the definition of a shirt?
Well, I mean, that's easier than shacket for sure. Check this out, though. Look, I Google shacket.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. It's like it's a shirt jacket.
It's
like a flannel.
Simply a flannel.
Yeah, it's just a flannel.
People.
I guess I blame the millennials or disease or whatever. I blame somebody for this.
This is just an attempt, and maybe a successful attempt at good marketing, which is like they just wanted a word to call their thing that wasn't just flannel.
Yeah.
Because flannel, I mean, that was 2 years ago Instagram season.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
totally.
Now we need the shacket.
You got to have a shacket, and it's got to be a certain kind of way.
I'm gonna be honest though, it does not roll off the tongue.
Yeah, well, it's like February.
February goes right off the tongue. February.
It gets caught right here in the front of my mouth. February. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to a live stream where everything's made up and the points don't matter, of course, and everything's live and we have a good time. And I'm glad to see all the chats coming through. I wish I could pronounce the name of the foreign script that I have seen on the screen there. I can't pronounce your name, sadly. If you could give me the phonetic of it, I'd be happy to remember that and do it.
I do like this coming in. Oh, it just moved. Where'd it go?
It's always right here.
Hold on.
Also, Walk Dog are saying a jert, which is actually quite funny. And maybe...
Jean shirt?
Maybe that's a better... Or a jacket shirt. Jert. That's not quite as fancy sounding as a shacket.
Shacket. I mean, shacket does have an appeal. Just kind of bounces around.
You're liking it now.
You know?
Look who's marketing.
Super Babies. I think this would be hilarious. We should show up one day like this. He says, when will full windsuits become fashionable again? Can you imagine if we just showed up in windsuits? That'd be so funny.
I almost wore my jacket today on the stream just to celebrate the fact that it's nice weather outside and I get to wear a jacket again. It's my favorite thing. Jacket and shorts is my favorite thing.
Apparently it's supposed to be in the 80s again this weekend.
80s this week and freezing tonight. 32.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, we're worried about our plants and just the trees. I mean, they haven't gotten rain in so long, and now it's going to freeze. And I don't know. I mean, enough of this weird stuff over and over and over again. I don't know what's going on.
I'm going to be honest. I do not think I've ever worried about a tree.
Yeah. Well, you're a suburban man.
A suburban man. I have trees, though, man.
Staring at your
nice, what do you call them, pine trees? Yeah, definitely pine trees.
You can't kill a pine tree. Well, except for disease and beetles.
Well, hopefully. Hold on.
High on the list.
How's everyone doing out there? If you missed it, we played 2 scenarios last week. So this is going to be scenario 4 of 5 of the Mutant Genesis campaign.
Yeah. Mansion Madness or whatever? Mansion Death?
Mansion Attack.
Mansion Attack. Yeah. They should have called it Mansion Madness as kind of a shout out to FFG, right? Mansions of Madness, Mansion Madness.
I mean... It would be kind of like, I don't know, it could be confusing.
Like the keywords are the same as the card and that kind of thing?
Yeah, but they're not prone to avoid confusion.
Not really. Not in the spirit of referencing their own stuff.
Yeah.
They did make Mansions of Madness, right?
Yeah.
And is that based on a Lovecraft story, Mansions of Madness? Okay.
Right. So you like a sweatshirt or a jacket of some kind with shorts?
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
A long sleeve, comfortable top.
Yeah.
With shorts and flip-flops.
I too am a sweatshirt man, as you're aware.
Yeah, but you like your Jordans and your jeans, right? You black jeans? Is that what you're usually in? That's what it is right now. Yeah. It's black jeans.
Sure is.
Yeah.
But it's just because they're so versatile. You can get away with murder in these things.
Yeah, totally.
Not actually.
Not actually, though.
So
of course, not actually.
We were, I feel like my Marvel discussions of the past couple of weeks have just been like, very incriminating.
yeah, totally.
He said he could get away with murder in these things.
This is the political. If you're doing politics later,
just come back and watch the champion streams and murder my career.
Yeah. It's gone.
Now we're talking. We're scheduling some dinners in December with some family. Mm-hmm. We're talking about like what the dress code is at these various places. And jokingly, it was like, I'll wear like a button down and my black jeans and some dress shoes. And then my wife was getting frustrated that I can always basically just wear black jeans.
Yeah.
And then either go down to V-neck or up to something.
Yeah, up to
fancier,
crew neck.
Up to, my magical outfit. The street magic outfit.
You do have a killer street magician outfit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The long hair is it's insane. It is true. I mean,
dude,
she should be upset about
walk.
that. Because you should work harder, have to work harder to have all these different outfits that you have to, accommodate.
Yeah. To be fair though, I do have non-black dress shirts.
Yeah, it's true.
So Bryce is interested.
That does also bode well for that approach is probably good for business too, where you try to use the least amount of things to get the most amount of value.
Yeah, I mean it's the story of my life.
Yeah.
We started with nothing.
Yeah.
So you had to figure something out. Anyways, a lot of chats coming in. Let me see if there's anything.
Yeah, a lot of stuff about trees
life-changing.
actually, which I really dig. Torres88 saying, never cared about a tree, but drove past my childhood house and the owners cut down a tree I played on all the time. I was legit sad about that missing tree.
I can see that.
Bert the Stylight has a 70-foot dying silver maple leaning over the house. Says I worry about trees daily.
Yeah, I would probably
I love those silver maples.
do something.
So good.
My brother John had a tree that kind of leaned over their house. And then remember the ice apocalypse back in
Oh, yeah.
08 or something?
That was a real deal.
That tree fell right down, right into the house, right onto the street. So not only did it mess their house up, but they had to then pay to have someone come cut it out of the street. At the time, they could not afford such a thing, so it was pretty brutal.
I think it was the same time that Robert was parked under a tree that fell and busted his windshield.
It's a bummer, dude.
That is a total bummer. Nathan C. Hey, fella, first time live in a while. You're going to help me through the chore that is marking the same thing again and again for 3 hours, hopefully. Well, Nathan, I hope you're marking a spreadsheet or something.
Sounds like he's grading high school papers.
Grading high school papers or doing accounting. It could be anything.
Galactus saying non-black in the form of noir, midnight, coal, deep charcoal, and phantom. Yeah, my favorite color's red.
What's up, Ryan Morris? Hello from Vancouver. What's up, Vancouver? I've got all the X-Men stuff pre-ordered, but might not see it until mid-November. Got to get my fix here. We're happy to get you that fix here on the content anytime. And then Walk Dog, excited about the Gambit Hero ? Royal Flush is the funniest card out of context of the hero. Did you check out Gambit at all?
Honestly, I've been going into Champion spoiler free as much as possible.
Yeah.
It just happened.
I saw something in our Discord about Gambit, and I looked at it and I was like, that's good. But it was kind of generic. I was actually surprised at how generic Gambit was. Hold on, you'll agree with me.
You will agree.
Let me go find it. And then I've got to change this Colossus deck a little bit.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Also, guys, the content's going to change soon.
Uh-oh. Tell me more.
You're not the guy I was referring to, ultimately.
I'm an interested party.
But you are an interested party, yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Here's something crazy. So we started streaming Marvel Mondays on Champions in 2019.
Okay.
And that was in, I think, September of 2019. So we're now on over 3 years of streaming on Mondays. Now, when the pandemic hit, we pivoted into not just doing Marvel on Mondays.
Right.
We started streaming 5 days a week. But we're now 3+ years deep in streaming in the Marvel category. We have streamed a lot of Marvel.
There's a lot of Marvel champions on the stream. That's for sure. Sweet Baby Rays.
Sweet Baby Rays.
What was it? There's Aurora's Garden is a thing.
I'm just grabbing these cards that I need to
It's weird, man. You'll agree with me on this.
The Brotherhood Strikes.
There's some new Wolverine cards as well. But we won't get into that. Anyway, what was it? I'll just look at this.
Generic Gambit.
Check this out, Aurora's Garden thing. I think, is this a Gambit card? Storm. It's a Storm card. Aurora's Garden. Alter Ego. Exhaust it. Heal 2 damage from your identity. Cost 1. It's kind of interesting, that's just, normal. Is there a template now where you have, a heal ability in your Alter Ego? You have a couple of attacks? And
it is nice to be able to... So, I think... One thing it seems like they're trying to incentivize is going down to Alter Ego. You have the ability when you flip up.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of heroes earlier on where I feel like you flip to hero and you basically only go to Alter Ego when it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
But so I feel like
that's
they have to.
that is kind of true for most superheroes, right? You don't necessarily want to be an alter ego if there's problems out there.
Yeah, that's true. But also,
You know what I love to see? I'm here in the Discord, the Wolverine spoiler. You know who spoiled that? None other than bad publicity himself, Mr. Jameson.
Way. Get out of here.
Look at this guy.
He's still rocking
back,
around.
baby.
he never went anywhere.
What's he doing? I guess his kid got older, as they typically do. Maybe he got some more free time.
It does occasionally happen.
Bad publicity. Look, it's like I think it's a YouTube short. It's one of these shorts.
We've been dabbling in that.
Only 8 likes. Come on, guys. I'm gonna give that a like.
Smash that.
I'm smashing
like
that
button
bell while I'm here. I'll do what I say. You know.
It's a rare thing these days.
Yeah. No. Hey. Here's the thing for everybody out there.
Hold on. You said how generic Gambit was. That's where that
I
party
couldn't
started.
find it. I couldn't find it. And in fact, maybe it wasn't. I think I was just thinking of that Storm thing.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking about Colossus. Tell me if I'm wrong. And maybe is this a trap that Marvel Champs is going to run into indefinitely till the end of time? I don't really want any of the aggression cards in this deck.
Well, that's something.
Like none of them, except for Hulk, of course. But what I do want, Zach, is I want cards in my deck that get me closer to the Colossus cards. It's like I want cards in here that only help me get to the good stuff. Because everything that isn't the good stuff is not the good stuff.
It's the bad stuff.
Yeah, it's not expressly bad, but it's just not good
what
enough.
about the argument that all cards can be used? What is happening here?
Oh, I know what you're getting at.
All cards can be used to generate resources.
So they can all be resources. Ergo, bad.
Play bad cards.
We already know it's just not going anywhere. That's bad. I do want a combat training. That's real.
That's an aggression card. How do you feel about Hulk?
And Godslayer is fine, but it's really not paying off. Hulk's great. Love Hulk.
Coxa Triss has TC covered 7C5 sales.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah.
We haven't.
I looked at the Kickstarter. I'm going to be completely candid and transparent.
Oh my gosh.
It's a rare thing.
To walk something back.
Everything else I've said on stream,
lies.
Not completely candid. That's the funny thing about saying. It's like, well, what have you been telling me? Anyways, the moment that we played 7Cs on stream, right. The old one, the CCG.
Yeah.
And I love that game. And I loved it so much after our stream, I went and bought a lot of singles for things and hope that one day we'll get to revisit that either on stream or honestly, I don't even care. I'll just play it myself at some point. But the reason I mention that is I have to be like target audience for this game, right?
5, yeah.
I played the old CCG. I missed it. I loved it. I like the vibe of the universe. It's a card game. I've been you're right over there. Bryce, we need a Bryce cam. He's like losing his mind.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Anyways.
How cool is this?
You can do something.
Combat training. It pops up the Adobe Premiere website.
Hey, it's like a hotkey.
It will not go away.
Yeah. Interesting.
I love that so much. It's always something.
But I feel like I have to be like such a low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, if it doesn't appeal to you, who does it appeal to you?
Probably a lot of people. Because, my taste is not ubiquitous with everyone. But that said, the moment I found out that it's set in the 7C universe, which is a whole RPG line and like this whole thing, apparently. I didn't know that. But that there are not boats involved.
There's no pirate
directly.
Kind of
I mean, there are pirates and ship people, but it's like you're in the city and like it's like a. Anyways, once there weren't boats, my interest level went from like definitely interested to not nearly as interested.
So you're saying all there is to pirates is their boats? I mean, I think that's pretty one-dimensional.
I'm saying that
they also come to the shore and have sword fights.
One of the primary appeals of 7C
is the sea part.
Is the sea.
Yeah.
And the interaction with the sea. Yeah. Pirates help, but the like where they have like the locations and the boats are moving around and stuff. Yeah. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Star Wars CCG has those kind of elements. Lord of the Rings TCG, Middle Earth CCG has the positional element thing going on. So I looked at it. It looks interesting enough. But
Didn't have the sizzle.
it's a Kickstarter, so it's a ways away. They didn't like I haven't played it. They haven't sent a copy.
They were
that
demoing
kind of
it
stuff.
at Gen Con.
So I haven't heard anyone say,
There's a few people in general chat that like it a lot.
but I haven't heard anyone say like,
You gotta try. It's the next level. It's
This
the
is
next
it.
step
This is
in
so good.
expandable card games.
yeah. So it's hard. I'm in a sort of a wait and see at this point.
You're also just old now.
yeah.
That's what, welcome to you being old.
Yeah.
You're just like, to get over the bar, it takes more effort.
You gotta impress me. I didn't have about Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I'll wait. I didn't see any Andor until like 6 episodes were out.
You didn't see it until I insisted on you
Yeah,
seeing it.
because exactly.
Yeah.
And then it was worth seeing. Look at that. My system works.
Yeah, it's true. And I watched it because I knew it was Rogue One dude, and I trusted that he had a better grasp of what to do with Star Wars than others
He at
have.
least has a clear vision and story that he's telling.
Yeah. And like talent. Not to say that that's not true, because Rian Johnson's got a ton of talent.
Of course
He's done
he does.
incredible movies.
Yeah, he
He
has.
has done, all of them have almost off the charts been great. Brick is one of my favorite movies ever made.
I watched that a year or two ago. I really liked it.
Man, do I love that film.
Obviously, Knives Out was just like.
Knives Out, incredible,
Killing it, yeah.
right? Love it. He knows how to write, or at least hire a writer.
I think he's the writer, actually.
Seemingly, he knows these things.
Yeah. Also seems like a great person. Side note.
Does he?
Yeah.
No.
He does not deserve. I mean, yeah, you can question any artistic choice he might make, but
If anyone deserves the problems, it's JJ, isn't it? Or is it old Kim Wexler at the top, whatever her name is?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Bob Iger / Disney.
Just like not getting it. But how does Andor get through that?
Well, it's not even not getting it. I think Andor's been being developed for years. There's no rush on Andor. But a lot of the Disney Marvel problems are like just pushing stuff out the door.
Okay. Trying to get it quick. I wonder what it is about the Andor and that whole relationship that it's like, we're not going to like interfere with your creative process.
I would imagine beyond time, because they were talking about they've been developing this for a while. I went to Celebration this year, and he was talking about how many there's going to be a lot, like this many episodes, this many seasons, and like we're really excited. It's like I think the first season is 1 year, and it's like year, and then like the end speeds up or something. But anyways, there's not a rush to develop it. They also have a defined like before and after.
Sure.
So it's not like a.
You have to consider what are the implications of what I'm doing for the next writer.
Yeah, you have a box.
You just have to get there.
And he's telling the whole story from this moment to literally Rogue One.
Yeah.
Like that's where the show ends. Is like leading up to Rogue One. So you just have a box, whereas like sequels were like do whatever you want, whenever you want. There's not a connected anything, and like So I do not think JJ understands Star Wars, but he did. I think he had like literally 2 or 3 weeks to write episode 9. Side note.
Say no more.
Which
if
is
that's true.
is
That's ridiculous.
stupid.
Let's go down here.
I digress. They got me talking about Star Wars on the Discord this weekend. And I've been trying to not.
I like to get you there every Monday because I feel like it really starts the week. It kind of gets the adrenaline flowing of sorts.
Yeah, nice angsty Monday.
Nice angsty Mondays. That's right. We'll cut it out and have daily angst as a segment. That is something we're looking at doing, by the way. So I think one of the things that we'll start working towards is like we're going to take these bigger streams and probably just cut out segments so that people can actually appreciate them on their own time instead of trying to dig through a long stream to find things of value.
Because like clearly they would want to hear our thoughts on Andor and Star Wars and writing.
Right.
That's why you're here, right?
If you wanted to see scenario 4 and you clicked the button and then we were just suddenly like we were playing it instantly, I think that would be better for the vast majority of people.
Yeah.
The only reason we don't do that is because us. It's because we're involved. And so we just have to...
Agents of Chaos.
We have to get our own conversations out of the way before... But this is the ultimate... What we're showing is the ultimate reality of tabletop gaming.
That's the push and pull, though, right?
I don't want somebody to roll in and just be like, all right, let's play the game. Like, we're hanging out.
I mean, there are games where it's
Catching
like,
up.
you show up and it's like, all right, let's play.
Yeah.
Like when we're testing fabs, let's play.
Yeah, you get really
But most of the time, even with those days, it's like, yeah, how's it going? Like, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? How's your wife?
Have you seen the new Andor yet?
Have you seen
the
the
answer
Andor
still
yet?
no.
Do you still love Star Wars?
Also, House of the Dragon winning the TV race this year.
Robert actually told me I needed to watch it just for the last episode that you watched.
Oh man, it's so good. Episode 8.
And I said, I'm gonna be honest, man, it's exceedingly unlikely.
Yeah. It's very well done.
But that's what they needed. They needed something like that to recover the franchise.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got 9 cards here. I don't want to play any of these 9. I started here, and I don't want to be here anymore.
Just flip them over. We'll play like they're blank. Pitch for 1 resource of any kind. Wilds.
I think that's pretty much what they've done the whole time. Honestly.
We'll see how many times it matters.
But I don't even really want Dropkick, but I'll leave it in there because it's a Hulk resource. So, do you have the box? You have the box of cards?
What color? You need red?
Oh, like all of them. And the neutrals. Red and neutral.
Red neutral does not mean all of them.
Red and neutral.
Hold on. Let me find it.
Galactus asking, are my hands getting smaller? Actually, yes. I've got a rare condition where my hands are the only part of me that is Benjamin buttoning.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that on stream.
Yeah, they're slowly...
Just literally, they eventually are like little tiny
They're slowly moving into little baby hands. I saw sister-in-law had a baby this weekend, and let me tell you.
You saw that, huh?
I didn't watch it. No,
Good.
that was... I don't even want to watch that. There's no world, no matter how involved I am in the process or not, as in it's my wife or otherwise, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anything. I think we need to embrace a little more mystery around the human body around here. You know what I mean? Like, why is it that suddenly, we're wanting to know how everything works? Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's fine to go into the,
I'm okay for science to know how it works.
Go into the...
but I'm not a scientist for a reason.
Yeah, totally.
Or a biologist,
I'm
or
not a medical
doctor.
person. I don't want to know any of that. But yeah, those tiny baby hands are crazy, man. They're so tiny and still purple, and it's like...
They're tiny.
But they still got the fingernails on them, and it's like, ooh.
Little itty-bitty fingernails. Yeah, and they...
So I hope my hands don't eventually Benjamin Button into that.
I like that that's how we got to tiny baby hands.
Brent said it's one of those magical things I've ever seen. I think everyone just is on their own track on that.
I had a conversation very early with my wife, before she was even my wife. We were talking about expectations around that. It's like, I'm cool to be there. I don't want to witness certain things though.
You don't want
to. But I also like watching like I don't like watching like surgeries on TV.
Oh no, me neither, man. I mean, my stomach all week.
Yeah.
It's just my genetics. I can't help it.
I can't help it.
I can't help it. It's just like, I get my blood shunts to my stomach in a weird way. It's just, what do you want me to do about it? Are we playing Lockjaw yet?
People be talking.
Maybe I'll put one in. Man, I'm gonna
read this setup real quick. Main scheme: Brotherhood strikes, attack on Xavier's. And counter deck: Mansion attack, got it. Brotherhood, Mystique, and Standard, got it. Mansion attack has 4 different villains. Only 1 villain is in play at a time, but the order is randomized so players never know who will appear next. It's like the Wrecking Crew, except for less complicated. In order to win, we must defeat 2 villains.
Oh, okay, it is Wrecking Crew, cool.
The Brotherhood strikes. Instructs players to put the Save the School environment card into play during setup. Save the School tells the players what to do after the villain is defeated. Variable main schemes. In addition to 4 villains, Mansion Attack also confronts the players with 4 different versions of Scheme 2B. These 4 main schemes represent different parts of the Xavier Institute under attack by the Brotherhood. They're shuffled together during setup so the players never know where the villains will strike next. If the villains complete 2 versions of Scheme 2B, the players lose the game. To prevent players from deducing the order of the 4 main scheme versions within the main scheme deck.
Reading it like an ill-programmed robot. Versions. The main scheme. Versions.
Yeah. It says it does include 1 copy of a promo. Anyways, the players lose the game.
Oh, sorry you don't speak French.
No. To prevent players from deducing the order, each side 2A of each main scheme is identical to one another. This includes the collector information, with each side 2A assigned, etc., etc.
It's a random string of words. It doesn't even have a purpose.
Understand it. Setup. Do you have the campaign line?
Oh, yeah.
Super says I'm sounding like Siri.
It does sound like Siri.
I'm just trying to make it through, you know?
Yeah. Mutant Genesis, what do you need?
Any future past card recorded.
I mean, I just have good and bad as my section, so I don't know what a future past card is in the context of that. I was told to have a good and bad. Frightened Police defeated, enemy defeated, Bastion's Machinations defeated, Jubilee in play, Cannonball entered play, Richter entered play, Find the Prisoners defeated, and then under bad, I have Bastion.
Nimrod?
What'd you call me? Why?
Is he on the list?
We
defeated him.
We defeated him. Should we have written that?
No. Let me find this tag.
Can I write it?
You can.
Nimrod defeated. No, I think we only write things that were added that we didn't beat in the campaign deck. I don't know. I did what I was told. My duty is done.
My duty is done. I'll figure it out.
Great.
Oh, here we go. Found it. All right. There's 2 future past things left that we haven't completed. It's his own deck. Jubilee is in the campaign log. Did we put her in the campaign log, Jubilee?
Yeah, Jubilee is in play, apparently.
Put her into play. Okay. Each captive ally recorded in the campaign log may be shuffled into any player's deck. We did that. You have your ally. Your free 99 ally, remember?
Which one is it? Oh, is it Cannonball? Yeah, I've got Cannonball.
Okay.
Cannonball!
If Find the Prisoners defeated is checked in the campaign log.
Find the Prisoners is defeated, yeah?
Yeah, we each take a random roll and put it into play. One of our roll cards.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You were commander?
Yeah.
Does it look right?
There should be, the unsleeved ones are the ones I've already done.
Alright, that's your stack of cards.
Here we go. I've already done Group Assault and Compassion. Yeah. Why is Bug in here? He never made it back to the deck, did he?
I think it's just because he's
Oh, I dropped him for Hulk.
aggression ally.
Yeah, I dropped him for Hulk. Maybe he should go back in. I do want to play Bug, actually. Okay, so I've got 2 choices remaining at random. I'll be doing improvisation today. I can't keep up with chat currently, so if
I'm reading.
if they're saying anything of import, please do let me know.
Save the school.
If they're not, then
Then that's not
standard.
important.
Standard issue.
Save the school and spread.
Is it good to antagonize your audience? I've heard that that's a winning strategy.
I've been told the same.
Yeah. Okay.
By you.
Yeah.
Surprise attack. Where is surprise attack?
Name a card type. Nobody wants that.
Event.
We can always play Ironheart. Boom. She gets you closer to your cards. Ready to Rumble's not a bad card here. Discard Ready Your Hero. Okay. I don't ever recover, though. I've never recovered in this game. Well, Colossus.
You think it has anything to do with you never taking damage?
I think it has a lot to do with that. In fact,
if you never move.
choose an identity with the champion. We don't need that. I gotta tell you, the neutral cards are the most interesting cards in this game. That's probably not awesome, is it?
Alex saying must be good at antagonizing your audience because I'm still here. Well, it works for some.
That is actually true. He's antagonized often.
Bryce, can you pull the card Surprise Attack?
You should ask Alex how his store championship went for Fab.
There was a store championship.
Or whatever they call him. Is that a real thing? Or a armory championship?
Road to Nationals?
Road to Nets?
Is it this one or a player card?
It's that one. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Wow.
Alex says LOL. Must have gone very good.
Yeah, it was definitely awesome.
I found it.
For him.
What am I asking about? Our local store hosts a store championship for Fab. So you had it right.
I did. I sure did.
Did he win?
No, he didn't.
Did he lose?
He didn't win.
Did he lose a lot? You know? There's a difference.
I mean, I think he had a pretty standard Fab experience. He built to counter a certain deck that he didn't really play against.
Ooh, yeah.
And then he got triple luminated randomly.
Oh, yeah. Bolton on the house.
And then he punted one to old him. He got a draw instead of a win when he could have gotten a win. And then he won the rest.
Don't you love it?
Yeah.
Sounds like a draw. In Fab, that's like
It's worse than a loss.
devastating.
Don't they still say that? Yeah. People still say
It's
that.
worse than a loss, both technically and morally, or morale. How do you say passive?
More aloe. We need hydration. Stat.
You know what I mean? For morale,
I'm honestly
Elite.
don't. Yeah. For morale. Yeah.
like a draw, everyone loses. It's like neither of us won, and we're both worse off for having been here.
That's not where you want to be. I am with you on that. Okay, Zach, I've decided on some things.
ISX has got 0 wins. Lost round 1, draw round 2, bye round 3, and then triple Lumina in the last game.
I thought you said he beat an Icelander.
I mean, he said he beat the bye.
I get you didn't tell me that the Icelander was a non-playing deck. That's hilarious. Also, I mean, it's funny in the way that it's also kind of sad, which is the best kind of humor, isn't it?
Got new boards. Redames, Jubilee was defeated and was removed from the game, if I remember correctly.
She was, yeah. She totally was.
So we lost her.
Yeah, I guess do I need to change that note in the campaign
Yeah,
log?
you know, a little this, a little that.
She was in play at the last one, but then we have Jubilee defeated, I guess, is also... Yeah, I remember she got aced. I threw her in front of an attack.
It do be like that sometimes.
Because it was like, well, do we need fireworks right now, or do we just want to move on?
Or do we need to win?
And then we just moved on. All right, so here's the reality of Marvel Champions for me. This is maybe an interesting reality. Really, Zach, what I want to do is I want to put in 3 resourceful, 3 of that enhanced physique. Why not? And it's really all I want. Ironheart, get me closer to other cards.
Apparently you hulked her off the board.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of invulnerabilities. I don't know. Give your hero a tough status card. It can't never be good to have that.
Can't never. What are we saying? We don't know.
I mean,
Can't never.
these aren't going to be
It
awesome.
surely must be good sometimes.
These aren't going to be awesome for the purpose of Hulk, but I mean, I'm not building my life around Hulk, unlike you.
I mean, it is a lifestyle.
Do you have Nick Fury in your deck?
No. That Hulk lifestyle.
Hey, he's
That's like a product line.
Lockjaw. Do you have Lockjaw in your deck?
Never.
What about Mockingbird?
Nope. Been a while.
Been a while.
I'm Cyclops. I've got X-Men. Period.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't... These are as good a cards as any, so let's just go here. Sure. You know what? I'll put a Lockjaw in. Don't care.
Michael says, I love how you're like, I hate having these good cards in my deck, so I'm just going to put the bad ones in instead.
No way. These are not good cards. I never played these cards. I played Godslayer every time, and I've gotten maybe 4 damage out of it, maybe 6.
Ain't good enough.
That's not good rate. 1 by 1 is a complete waste of time. Very conditional 1 for 4. Nobody wants that.
Do you have
Who cares?
Professor X somewhere?
I didn't see him.
Wasn't he in your deck? I was not running him.
He's not
'cause-
on my deck. He's definitely not on my deck.
Alright, hold on.
Martial Prowess, I don't have enough attack events for this to actually matter, and then I gotta pay 2 to get it out. It doesn't pay back quick enough. Power of Aggression, so like 6 cards that hits. Into the Fray, it's a 3 for 6. 3 for 6. Even if you hit a 1 health minion, it's a 3 for 1 damage and 5 threat removal. Fine, it's okay. But these cards at least just filter me through to the things I actually want. I don't want any of these cards. I would prefer not to run any of them. None cards. I prefer to cut all of these
Look at
out.
this. Magic. After you play Magic from your hand, spend a mental resource. Choose a non-elite minion engaged with an X-Men. Shuffle that minion into the encounter deck.
You gotta have mental resources for that. I could play... Oh, I can't play Espionage.
You spell magic?
M-A-G-I-C-K.
Nope. I-K.
Really? Why do they spell it like that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Wait,
play
okay, maybe
Colossus
let's get some
out.
better cards here. You're right. Surprise Attack. Surprise Attack's a fine card to run. Let's run that. Can't run this.
Professor X.
2 for 5. Piercing. 2 for 3 piercing is kind of weird.
He's kind of the mini Nick Fury.
That's pretty cool. Might want to do that. Actually.
Plus, he's Professor X.
After he enters play, confused, stun, ready. Sure, I'll run this. You want me to run that?
It's just what people are saying. People were talking. Doesn't get old.
Maybe I'll just run Tag Team. No, no, it's not good.
I'll tell you what does get old. My Invisalign.
Hey, can you tell me where you are on that? We're all curious.
I know. Everyone's been asking me. I'm just kidding. Everyone just can't wait to find out.
Yeah, but you've had it in for like 6 years
It's
now.
supposed to be 9 months. We're on month 22. And I'm getting consultations to see, like, hey, should we go a different path or what's going on here?
So your teeth are being uncooperative.
Yeah, particularly back here. They're just not moving like they're supposed to. Anyways, we'll see. I'm getting a couple different opinions, as you're supposed to do. But we could be looking at another, I don't know, 6 to 12 months of this at least. Who knows? I'm just prepared for the worst.
Yeah, I think that's wise. All right, I did find some good cards here. I think I might run Smash the Problem. I'm not gonna let Hulk dictate my life, man. That's so boring. That leads to all the same decks. 2 for 3, 1 for 3. Clobber, you're okay as well. Okay. After a minion engage, yeah, discard. I mean, you know what? Okay, this is really not bad.
What up, Michael Waldo? Saying, hey, Steve and Zach, how are things this Marvel Monday? They're great.
Yeah.
Ultimately. Playing X-Men. We've made it. Look at the card pop on this screen now, our preview screen.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it gets stuck up there.
How are you doing, Michael Waldo?
Why don't I just run... I understand. I know what I'm going to do now.
Redame's asking if lockdown slowed down my appointments for my Invisalign. Well, the idea was that we're in lockdown. Don't have to go anywhere anyway.
It's a great time.
It's a great time to do this because you have to, like with Invisalign, they're clear trays you wear, like I have on right now. But you take them out to eat and drink, and then you have to brush your teeth and put them back in every time. Which, if you're just mostly at home or even just home and work, not really that big of a deal. Easier to mess with. But once you're out of the pandemic, and I don't know, like you go to a tournament in a big convention hall, which, I never do that. I just can't do that all the time. Then it can create some really fun, in sarcastic quotes, scenarios where, like, it's an 8-hour tournament, you're stuck in a convention all day, so you go and you eat really quick in between rounds, like, you have to do.
Yep.
And it's like, all right, well, I got to go brush my teeth somewhere. And the only bathrooms are like the 50-person bathrooms that everyone is also using because you're on break.
Yeah.
You're the one guy standing there in the bathroom with like 15 sinks. You're just like brushing your teeth. And, people are like, what's this weirdo doing? Like, I'm not listening like a monk situation where I have like a teeth cleanliness thing that I've got to really maintain all the time.
It's fun times.
And you have to deal with it's just annoying. It's a little thing you just have to deal with all the time.
Dude, speaking of annoying things, Yeah, that's all very sad to hear all of that. But
that's my worst problem I'm doing. Okay.
What's gonna happen next though? Is it gonna be fixed or?
Yeah, I think it's got to.
Are you gonna get braces?
Oh, I don't know.
Bracers?
That'd be so funny.
Yeah,
I hope
like Chris
not.
Thiele in here.
I hope not. But I would do it, especially if it was faster. Like if they were like, we can definitely. I know with like braces, they have more power because there's metal involved, instead of plastic. So if they were like, hey, we can do this in 2 months if you just do it. It's like,
You'd do it.
I would do it.
Yeah.
I'm just over it.
Yeah.
Well,
I change form all the time.
Yeah, because you confuse them and then you lose them.
Because you gotta flip every other time really, so that you can get your tough statuses on. So why not? Again, the other cards were doing nothing, so like it's nothing but upside here.
Can't be worse.
And look at all those sweet attack cards I'm adding.
Will Highwood, what's up, dude? How you doing? What are your thoughts on her? Who is her?
Is Will Loop and Chewy?
Will is Loop and Chewy. Have we seen a Kitty Pryde deck? She looks awesome. I know a lot of people that's like one of their favorite X-Men. So haven't played her, but she looks great. Everyone I've heard talking about it also is excited about it. Have you played her? You figured it out?
Yeah. As Robert says, Robert Roden, you also have Armor Up, which is a card that changes you into hero form from Alter Ego. I'll do a couple of Smash the Problems. You know why?
Because you want to smash the problem?
Well, just smash it. It really isn't good for me. Why is it not good? Oh, you exhaust your hero. Yeah, it's not good for me at all.
It's gone.
I thought it was one of those, you just get to do 1 for X. Exhaust your hero. Nobody wants that. How about some enhanced physique? You like that? Zach, sure. I'll play a card that I don't like at all.
YOLO.
Sounds good. You know what? In fact, let's go Ironheart. That's gonna draw me a card there. We like cards, don't we?
Alex Becker, I'm watching the first snow of the season fall in Ohio right now. Not happy about it.
Wow.
I love snow, but I'm also not a mailman.
He's about to be out there in those death trap mail
Constantly
trucks.
all day being outside and inside and outside and inside.
Just YOLOing around the road.
Not ideal. Listening to these two hooligans play games in the warmth of the super warmth of the studio.
The warmth of the studio and each other.
It's warm in the studio year round. Sometimes too warm.
Okay, done. It's the warmth of joy and happiness. Exclusively.
So you... Was it a niece or a nephew? This weekend?
Niece.
Niece. It's the first niece on your wife's side, right?
Yeah.
Big deal.
It is a big
excited?
deal. Yeah, everyone's excited. First grandkid for the mother and father-in-law.
It's
I certainly
particularly
haven't produced one yet.
It's particularly a good time when you, dude. I've been an uncle for a long time, real long time, and babies are great, particularly when you get to leave. It's like, I have my fill. This adorable. It was fun. I'll see you. I'll be heading out now.
Is this too dark? That does look too dark, doesn't it?
What shot am I looking at?
YouTube compresses that so much. Huh. No, maybe we're spot on.
I'd be curious for anyone out there watching or listening who has kids to tell me your favorite part of that process. Genuinely.
I know my favorite part.
Well, not that part. You know what I mean? Of actually being a parent. Because, I don't know, I have two brothers with kids, and that like 0 to 18 month phase is seemingly the hard part. The hard, like, not hard emotionally, but hard just physically.
Yeah, just lack of sleep
and stress and getting used to all that stuff.
Yeah.
Robert's saying 9 months to 1 year is awesome.
Yeah.
Somewhat like proficient at doing things, but also can't talk back to you.
Sleeping.
Normal
but
sleep.
Also not hard to corral and wrangle.
Robert's saying it like it is. 1 to 3 months sucks.
Yeah, or 1 to 3 months or 1 to 3 years.
Oh, 1 to 3 years. Wow.
9 months to 1 year is awesome. 1 to 3 sucks. That's 2 years, Zach. 2 years you got to just put in the can.
Yeah.
Did you set the mood of the game yet with the comic reading? Asked Thomas. Shall we?
I think that's the post.
You don't get a pre-comic.
Well, you get a comic last time.
Did we read that one?
Oh, let me, here we go. Bert saying 0 to years is hard, but they are genuinely hilarious. Yoda's Hut saying years, by the way, both are in college. Yoda said, here it is. My kids are 22 and almost 19. The best part was just watching them experience things throughout life.
Yeah. It makes time slow down for you, I think. Is another piece of
Carl, I tuned into the cast to see Zach shuffling cards and Stevens just standing on a chair. Chris saying, watching them learn something new is amazing for me. Once my son hit 4, it was awesome. Plus now I've taught him both Marvel and Arkham and we play frequently.
Cool.
Nice. Robert, 4 to 13 is pretty great, but I do have 3 daughters. I've heard multiple times that a lot of times daughters hit an age where they just almost change completely.
Yeah.
They metamorph into a different person 100%.
Yeah.
Blank.
All right.
0 to 12 has been easy for my 2, but my wife would definitely not agree with me. All right. The combined powers of Magneto and the X-Men proved too much for Master Mold and its army of Sentinels to withstand. And the mutants triumph over the machines. For now. But instead of destroying the Sentinel factory as agreed, Magneto uses his power of magnetism to lift Master Mold out of its subterranean facility and fly it to his orbital fortress, Asteroid M. The X-Men try to prevent Magneto from escaping, but they are summoned back to the X-Mansion by a telepathic distress call from Professor X. The Xavier Institute is under attack. Magneto has ordered his Brotherhood to assault the school in order to draw off his pursuers and buy him time.
Are we going to play against Toad?
To reprogram Master Mold. The X-Men give up their pursuit and race back to the X-Mansion to confront the Brotherhood of Mutants.
I used to absolutely love the Brotherhood. I think, if I remember correctly, my first comic experience was reading an X-Men that featured the Brotherhood really exclusively. And I read it over and over and over and over. And I remember loving Toad. That's all I remember.
Well, here we're going to play against them first and foremost. Let's read the scheme real quick. The Brotherhood strikes. 1A. Put the save the school environment into play. Right, save the school. Forced response after the villain is defeated. If there are X villains in the victory display, the players win the game. X being 2. Otherwise, deal each player an encounter card and reveal the next villain.
Okay.
The minion with the same title as the new villain is engaged with a player. Discard that minion and the villain activates against the player. So like if we draw a Toad ally or a minion, Toad would activate against us because he's the active thing.
Right on. Okay.
Shuffle the villains together, which I did, and then reveal the top one as the starting villain. So Toad is going to be our first villain. He's got 26 health. Toughness, which I'll get that token in a second. Victory 2.
Gotcha.
Forced response. After Toad attacks and damages a character you control, discard a random card from your hand. Don't like that. 1B, when revealed, each player a face-down encounter card. Advance to the next card in the main scheme deck. Add this card to the victory display. So, when we reveal this, where is the deck? I've shuffled these. We're just going to get a face-down card. Just to start the game. And then there are basically 4 2A schemes. And they're going to be randomized. So we're going to go to 1.
I like that. Randomize them.
The first one is 2B, the basketball court. Look, Toad and Cyclops fighting. Each ally and minion gains toughness. Interesting. When completed, add this scheme to the victory display, advance to the next card in the main scheme stack. If there are 3 main schemes in the victory display, the players lose the game. So it comes in with 2 on. If it gets to 14, it advances. Allies and minions get toughness.
All of ours as well?
Yep, allies and minions
At the
get
basketball court?
Yeah.
Why is that 2B? Is that normal? Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one just did this stuff, and then here we are. We also start with... let me put this down. Surprise attack in play because of the campaign guide. 3 starts with 6. And it says, when defeated, shuffle the top card of the future past deck into the encounter deck. The player who defeated this scheme flips this card and puts reactivate defenses into their play area.
That's probably good, right?
I assume. It's good, but it also gives us a bad card. This is an environment that stays in play. That's in. Here's our encounter card. Then we can do our starting hands.
Okay. Starting hands. Here we go.
Nathan, best bits about having kids, the pure joy when they find something funny and their amazement when they learn something new, I take for granted.
Very nice. Oh, starting with Iron Will. That's sick.
So I was saying, Toad's just out on the court hitting threes. Alright, so he's
Really
at
need to hit a
26.
double here.
Did you
1, 2, 3.
do anything else enjoyable this weekend?
This is reasonable.
I meant to ask earlier, then never really got around to it.
Yeah, man. I replaced my screens and my screen door.
Saw you drinking a cocktail. That looked good.
Went on a number of walks. You know what I've decided? It's like dumb. I've decided
to enjoy your life.
I think I'm gonna keep Steel Fist.
Did you get a roll card? What'd you get?
Hold on a second.
I know I'm throwing a lot of questions at you.
Steel Fist. I don't know. This card is so stupidly good.
I got Brazen Defense.
I'm not gonna get
For
rid of
those
it.
at home trying to track it.
I'm gonna discard Hulk and Unshakable. So wasting
mistake,
time.
mistake.
And Jarn Bjorn. I didn't
What'd you
really
decide?
want this in here. So obviously the Scotch cocktail is the least least enjoyed by the world, everybody.
Because
Well, because it's a very distinctive liquor / flavor, and it doesn't really always synthesize well with your standard ratios. It's like it's a hard spirit to tame, and most people would say you should drink it neat or on the rocks or whatever. Really neat. A little bit of water, splash of water. But there are a notable like 5 or 6 Scotch cocktails throughout history that have risen to the level of these are worth having.
okay.
And I've been experimenting with that list, and I think I'm going to build my bar around
Scotch.
being able to make all of those.
Wow.
So I get a basic blended Scotch and Islay Scotch, like a good peaty one. And then I want to add one other spirit and see how many drinks we can get with essentially 2 spirits and everything that I need, which is like a ginger liqueur for the penicillin, Benedictine for the Bobby Burns.
Penicillin being a cocktail.
Yeah, cocktail.
Not a medicine.
It's the greatest cocktail.
Penicillin?
Yeah.
What's in it?
Honey syrup, ginger liquor, obviously your blended Scotch, a little bit of your Islay topper.
What's an Islay?
It's like another Scotch, like a smokier, peatier Scotch, different kind of philosophy behind it. And then lemon.
Okay.
I think that's right. It's like lemon, honey, ginger, Scotch.
So it's very
Vibe.
refreshing, it seems like.
Oh god, they're so good. Minnie would say it's the only Scotch cocktail worth drinking.
Yeah, because Scotch is usually a drink
Oh, nailed that
enjoyed,
double.
By itself.
Yes, usually. All right, I made decisions here.
They were made. I'll go first.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna trigger my ability. And we're gonna go get tactic upgrade.
I bet Toad is really good at basketball. He'd be great at dunking the ball
Oh yeah.
because he's a Toad. I mean, he could jump. He couldn't cover him.
I don't think he'd be bad at defense either. He can grab it with.
X-Men playing basketball is kind of just really a waste of time ultimately because
Some
some would be
X-Men.
so much better than
Yeah,
others.
they just get banned.
Like Cyclops is just normal, except he can roast you. If
Well, you can't make him mad because he can
Desired.
literally murder you.
Toes can jump. How can you cover somebody who just jumps and then dunks it every time?
You can't.
Ask who's ever covered Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna flip to Cyclops. We're gonna play Phoenix using this and this, so she gets +1/+1 this round. And this. No. This. When she plays, I can put a Cyclops card from my discard pile in my hand, so I'll do that. Let's put a. I think that's the right call. Is that the right call?
Only you can tell us that.
No, it's not.
Oh, and I gotta go get my organic.
I'm going to play practice defense here. He's -1 attack. And then I'm going to play an X-Mansion. As an alter ego action, any X-Man can activate this and heal a mutant X-Man. So I'm going to activate Phoenix, and then you're going to use this to heal me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
So she's at +1. I'm going to remove... Can you remove 1 threat?
I can remove 2.
I guess 2 is good as 1. She removes 3. And then can you activate this to heal me?
I'll take an action.
Did it. See how that works? Then Scott will, or Cyclops, remove 2. And it's over to you.
Okay. Okie dokie.
No, Phoenix has toughness. What have I done?
She has
it goes
tough?
away instead of healing. Because of that thing.
She's got tough.
Yeah.
We can't do anything about that, I guess.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just a waste of a tough. Really kind of a waste of our time, ultimately. When
It
you
was
say.
3 threat. Veronica. Hey, friends. How you doing today? I'm doing well.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
See you later.
Covered,
How are you doing, Veronica?
covered that one really well. Okay, I don't think I have money for the X-Jet on this one.
It's a bummer, dude.
1, 2 for this. 1, 2 for this. Huh. There's gotta be a clever way to do this. Okay. Think cleverly. Think cleverly. It's such a tantalizing puzzle. There. And then we go here and here, here, draw, here, here.
Veronica's saying, just
No.
finished playing some Arkham. Probably headed to bed soon. Figured I'd jump into the stream for a few minutes.
Killer.
What time zone are you in?
And how was Arkham? I see my problem. Yeah, it's not possible.
Did you glance in a mirror or something?
I can't do it all. Ah,
Got him.
so funny. Okay. Next step. This, and then this here, and then this for this. I'm afraid that's how it's going to have to go, everybody. I'm disappointed as well.
Veronica's saying UTC +2, which is France/Netherlands. It's 21:38 here now.
Enhanced Physique, already getting more use out of that than any other card I've played previously. It's a
Nailed
card
it.
I absolutely don't like.
I really wish we had a universal time. Would support.
Then we'll do
Why not?
one there,
Different times.
one there.
That doesn't matter.
You can't have midnight be like 11 o'clock.
You sure can.
And well,
If it was 21:38 everywhere right now, we'd get used to it. Just give it one generation. It's over. Because then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well,
You just need to redo time in general. It's pretty messed up.
yeah, start over. Veronica's saying yes, down the time zone. See, it's basically a consensus. Got me, you got Veronica.
First don't count.
Done.
actually, you know what? Instead of playing Physique, we are playing the
Steven's going to
X-Jet.
campaign on this at some point. She says, especially Death to Daylight Savings Times. As a programmer, that can just be gone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Why does the day start at 12?
Steel
instead of
finish.
1?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Starts at
No.
0 is why.
Doesn't work.
but that's 12.
For the date. No, it's
Why does it start at 0?
Original plan.
because everything starts at 0.
Original plan.
You figured out?
Yeah.
You're just doing stuff.
It had all the makings of something that could be better than the sum of its parts, and it couldn't sequence correctly to get there. Or I couldn't sequence it correctly to get
A
there.
lot of times that first turn feels that way.
I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Dude, we have the one and only King James in the house.
King James. I love your addition.
I don't know. There's a lot of yees.
Okay, done.
All right. Ready?
Stand up. Oh, wait. I need to do stuff with this. Thwart here. Get rid of this. Does anything happen? Shuffle the top card of the Future Pass deck into the encounter deck. The player who defeated this scheme flips this card and puts reactivate defenses into their play area.
What's that do?
Alter Ego. Spend a bunch of money, deal 5 damage to each enemy in play, and remove this from the game.
All right. I'm shuffling a card into the deck.
Okay. So I can go to Alter Ego.
I'm saying it's a flip to use the jet.
And then I can blow it up. I gotta be in hero form.
Robert says and then redacted. King James says, what are your thoughts on Gambit? I don't really know. I haven't really looked. People seem excited about it, though.
Definitely the coolest. Well, one of the coolest, right? Definitely cooler. Gambit is cooler and gets less cool as you get older a lot of times.
When you're 9, he's awesome. When you're 30, he's... Oh,
I mean, when you're 30,
cool.
like, Cyclops is more appealing because you understand, you know, the difficulties of being the team leader and the complications of controlling anger and your relationship with Jean Grey, all this kind of stuff.
And the pressure of being the adult in the room.
But Gambit just talks cool and he throws flaming cards. I mean, like, that's...
Yeah, he's so cool.
That's as good as it gets.
Yeah. Gambit is cool. I still think he's cool.
He is one cool.
I mean, magical playing cards?
Yeah, it's awesome.
What a power.
I mean, it's very strange. Can he only make cards on fire? Or can he fire anything?
I'm pretty sure he can fire anything.
Okay.
But I haven't looked into it.
I remember him throwing like trash out of a trash can at people in a comic book, like cup lids and stuff.
Why not? I think he just charges whatever he wants to throw. It's obviously decks of cards are plentiful and cheap.
Easy to keep 52 on hand.
Yeah.
Journeyman 2, correct. Iron Will and Steel Fist could lead to a third play, but it did not, unfortunately. I couldn't get Iron Will, Organic Steel, and the Steel Fist in, and so I would roll up with a tough. I would lose the tough. I would go into the turn with no tough, an extra card, and that extra card wasn't enough. I would still be 1 resource shy. So he can charge anything, yeah, apparently. He just likes cards.
All right. First things first. 2 threat on. Game's gonna interact with me first.
What about the gimmies, though?
He's at 1 attack.
Okay.
I think we're going to defend this. So I don't take his damage and discard a random card.
Oh, no, that's a thing? Wait, does Tough get rid of that? Yeah, he has the damage again.
So there will be an attempt to block.
This is so good.
Here comes a card.
How is it possible? Who designed this?
We could find out.
What kind of a demigod came from the heavens and said, you deserve this, Marvel Champions players?
Playtester, design and development, Caleb Grace. Additional development, Michael Boggs and Tony Fanchi. Producer Molly Glover, editing BD Flory. So on and so on and so on. Head of studio, Chris Gerber. Special thanks to Jose Guzman.
When your currency revolves around something that is so fundamentally good anyway.
I'm telling you, man.
It's the Briar of the game. You're right.
It is the Briar of Marvel Champions.
You're right.
My boost card is immovable. +1. I like this. And the boost ability says if the villain is Blob, give him an additional boost card.
Cool.
So
Cool.
Very well done.
Cool.
I blocked it. I don't take any. I don't have to discard a card. Now he's attacking you.
I'll take it to the face.
All right. 1 + 0. That was
Tough status card is lost. That's going to draw me a card from Iron Will.
So instead of losing a card,
Organic Steel to
you
put
take no damage.
and I put it back on.
You
there.
draw a card and get your tough token back.
Yeah, that's
All right, bad cards.
does seem pretty good.
Start with me. Homo Superior. Attach to a minion and give it a tough status card. Otherwise, this card gains search. There are no minions. Toad. What happens?
He attacks at you. He gets you.
Oh no. Mm-hmm.
You're about to discard a card.
Hold on.
We're gonna play clean today.
Activates. The villain is activating against me. I'm not gonna discard nothing. I'm gonna block with Phoenix.
You should read it again though. It says any character.
Oh no. All right, I'm taking it.
Do I need to block for you?
1+.
Hold on, that's always a possibility. Tough soaks it. We lose out on very little. I'll take that. Now, if I get an attack, then you got to send Phoenix at it.
Okay, deal.
Yeah, deal.
He's attacking
Block.
you. It's at +2. That was a good block. That was a good
draw a
block.
card.
Oh, wait. Someone's saying...
He doesn't activate. Oh, okay. Well, that would have been nice.
See, but Save the School says... Oh, after a villain's defeated. If you switch into... That's what it is. This is a forced response after a villain is defeated.
So it's all following that initial
yeah,
sentence.
if Toad was out when Toad comes into play, then Toad gets discarded.
Okay.
Because there's a normal framework for a card coming into play that can't be in play, which is discard at gain surge.
Okay, cool. Fine.
Yeah. Which means I get discarded. So. Groundswell, when revealed, Avalanche activates against you. If he's not in play, search the counter deck and discard a pile for the Avalanche minion and reveal him. And he's tough.
Man, where's the piercing already? Do you have Wolverine in there still?
I do have him in here. It'd be a shame if he's in my hand right now.
It would be great.
Hello, Avalanche.
After he attacks you, exhaust a character you control.
Pretty bad. Mutant Terrorist. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard a pile for the Brotherhood side scheme and reveal it.
Gracious. Are we playing Pokemon? Brotherhood side scheme. Okay. The Brotherhood. There you go. Hinder 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total, and then each minion gains quick strike. Well, at least it came out at the right order.
That is a better order for me. We got some work to do.
Yeah, but this is always the hardest part of the game, right?
Yeah, you just gotta get past
And
the curve.
it was a double. This was a double. This used to be everything that was. I get attacked. Gang up. I'll just take that to the face.
You don't want me to block for you. Yeah, I remember. I got it.
Use that tough. Draw a card.
What's it like having a 7-card hand? Plus.
It's stupid. It makes me cry for Hulk. Pyro. Go get Pyro.
All right.
Hey, at least gang up didn't happen after I got Pyro.
Yeah. This is seemingly like a better designed Wrecking Crew in my opinion.
No way. That old school Wrecking Crew was awesome.
It's just so much to manage.
There's a lot to manage, but that kind of is the beauty of it.
They are a lot to manage.
What is this called? Pyro? I think we've already discarded him. Or did I just miss him? Okay. I just missed him. Pyro.
Jason, I have not heard about the McDonald's Psyduck toy in China.
The what?
He asked if we'd heard about the McDonald's Psyduck toy in China.
No. That's a lot, though.
Is there something special going on?
Yeah, Michael, you're right. I should be using assess the situation. I didn't even see it in there, though. I didn't see it in there.
Yeah, so what is there to assess?
The situation is I can't find the card.
LOL.
Pyro's not bad. After he attacks you, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Take an indirect damage for each printed resource discarded this way.
He's tough.
And he's tough. Right, because we're playing basketball? Is that the idea?
That is the, I mean, I guess. On the courts, everyone's tough.
I guess. I mean, that has not been my experience.
All right. Over to us. This is for you.
I've just ruined everything about my turn.
How?
I need a tough status card to do anything. So I'm going to have to roll down to... What I should be putting that 3 get a tough thing in here. Yeah. Oh, wait. Right. This is an exhaust. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Was
wait.
this in play when you revealed him?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So he punches you.
Yeah, he sure does. 0. He attacks me for nothing. And I discard the top 2. Here's a Professor X. And so that's 2 indirect damage. And I take it to my face. Okay.
He took damage for the first time.
I've taken damage, man. I'm telling you. It's not that good. Okay. Gross. This turn's going to be awful. Is it me?
Yep.
All right. Let's play Ironheart. Discard a Maid of Rage and Steel Fist because I've got no tough status icons. Draw a card. Gross.
We like Ironheart.
Well,
Jason's saying apparently the Psyduck toy went meme in July. Wish he had one. Actually, apparently from KFC. Hold on. KFC Psyduck toy. Why did this go meme? Look at this guy though.
Looks great. I mean, side deck's an enjoyable thing, yeah. Okay, I'll trade you me killing Avalanche for you killing Pyro. Is that something you're interested in? Are you going to be in alter ego mode? I'm going to have to go to alter ego for sure.
I'm planning on being in... You being in alter ego is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be there.
Yeah. All right.
So if that's the case, do you want me to kill Pyro or Avalanche? Or, hold on, both maybe. If there's a way to get that tough icon off, I can kill both. You got any fancy things in hand? Or?
Not immediately.
Okay.
But if you queue them up, ideally speaking, there is 3 health left on both of them, and I can clean them up. Easy. I don't know what you're thinking you're going to do.
3 health left on both of them. Through all these tough tokens?
3 or less. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. But I've got 2 tough tokens to deal with, and I've got 2 attacks. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know what you were... But, like, if you knock the top off here with Ironheart and then punch for 2, he's got 3 left, which is good business for me.
That's a bad turn for me, though. Because I'm attacking for 4, and then I'm doing 5 damage to something. But all these tough status means I need to just dogpile everything on... I need to dogpile everything on Toad, in fact. Is actually the most efficient thing to do.
Okay.
Damage, remove this card from the game, write an ally, and heal 2 damage from it. I don't need the money right now. So that's interesting. I just don't need money. He's going to scheme for 2. What are you thinking on... Or maybe I just go here. I just hate wasting cards. We wouldn't need to be metal plated. All right, we're just gonna have to.
You don't have this thing, do you?
I do. Yeah. It's not great with all these tough tokens.
You can do this after I'm going though.
Oh, Ironheart also has a tough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go for it now.
Well, I'm saying, like, if you take your turn doing whatever you can do, like removing threat.
Actually, I can't pay for that right now. You've also got to understand, this deck is designed to do damage. That's what Colossus does. He's not exactly a thinky type.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it all on Toad, I believe. I think that's certainly the most effective. Pyro's going to scheme for 2. That's fine. Alternatively, we can... Yeah, I don't know. Avalanche. Thwart 2. We could kill Avalanche, and just waste a card out of hand, which is not terrible. Max value is Toad. Second best value is killing Avalanche.
Good max value.
Okay.
I might clean up on all 9.
All right. Ironheart loses a tough for a tough on Toad.
Got it.
We did it. Then we'll do Steel Fist with no tough to discard, so just going to do 5 damage.
I got you.
And then I'm going to swing with a Skilled Strike for 4 more. And then I'll roll down to Alter Ego.
All right.
I need my toughs. See, it's totally fair.
All right. Let's use Tactical Brilliance. I'm going to remove 3 threat here.
Looks pretty brilliant.
Choose a tactic card in my discard pile and add it to my hand.
Oh, I need to get one of those too. Change form, put something from my discard pile into my deck. It's probably Steel Fist. It is.
Get practice defense back. He's gonna knock the tough off. Can you activate this?
I'll activate. I'll let you take it.
Thank you much. I'm gonna attach here. I'm gonna play Ricochet Beam to basically do 6 here.
Cool. You just do 3 and 3, same enemy.
Yeah.
That's handy.
I
I don't have any steel fists or steel fist in here, Michael.
and then I will pass.
All right. We're in the, we're getting our stuff set up. We're just hanging. Just hanging. This next turn is when it's all gonna go great.
Surely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2 threat on.
Don't come.
And then he's activating against you first, so he's gonna scheme for 2.
Actually, hold on a second. He's not going to do that.
All right.
When the villain activates, I'll play armor up.
Oh, yes.
Let's
Yes.
go up to hero form, grab a tough status card. And he's now attacking me. Right? It changes the attack. So then
Yep.
I'll do to the face there. 2 plus 1 plus, if the villain is Pyro, he's not. Tough status card removed. It'll come back from Organic Steel, and I'll draw a card.
Seems good.
And then Pyro will swing for 0. Oh, that's a problem. Discard the top 2 and indirect damage, and the only thing that it would possibly do is knock that tough off. So I'd be in the same situation where I don't have tough. This is the one where I should have that pay 3, get a tough status token in the deck.
You're running short.
Yeah, absolutely necessary.
Beautiful.
Drew surprise attack. That would have been nice to have whenever I rolled up there. The tough. Oof. Why do you do it this way, game? Fine. Pyro swings. Well. Oh, I've got Ironheart. Right.
Hold on. This Pyromaniac says Pyro activates against you.
No, it's a boost card.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not the villain. Yeah, we got it.
So I'm going to take 2 interact on Ironheart.
Yep.
Keep that tough. Over to you.
I agree with it. He's attacking me. I'm just going to take it. And lose a card. I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 2 plus 3. Oh, there goes Mystique. Good little 5. We're going down to alter ego
There
mode.
goes Mystique.
Kicked me in the face. All right, bad cards. Oh, I discard a random card. Hook me up.
There's no need to defend Pyro, right? You gotta discard this card. Pyro's got a 0 attack, so there's really no reason to defend Pyro. I guess unless there's something I'm missing about 0 attacks still knocking tough off or something, which would be weird.
I don't think so.
All right, 1 in the pocket here. Don't attack me, please. Great. Protect the student. So we get an extra card from this guy. It goes
We
to me.
didn't. It should go to you.
Hinder 2, so we got 6 coming in. And then when you defeat, you can search your deck and discard power for an ally and add it to your hand. That's pretty handy. And then advance, villain schemes.
All right.
2 plus
Michael Barnes saying no need.
3
Wow.
total. 3 total, not 2 plus 3.
Under Siege, 0 threat. When revealed, place 3 threat on the scheme for each Brotherhood of Mutants character in play.
Excuse me?
2. Gets 6 threat.
Oh.
Wow, we're getting dogpiled.
Yeah, dude.
We got some work to do.
Yeah, we're gonna need some thwarting, aren't we? Don't worry, I'm definitely in a position to do that.
Yeah, you're the thwart guy. Over to me.
Don't call me. A lot of little baubles out here. What's that about?
Yeah. Let's
I thought you had Wolverine in here. Did you
thwart
not?
for 2. I do. We're gonna get there. Thwart for 2. Let's remove this.
What's it say?
That's just the +1
Okay.
card thing.
You have to let it linger.
We're gonna go down their alter ego.
You have to.
I'm gonna trigger my ability. Let's get
Such a fool for you.
beautiful. We don't want that one yet.
Hey, man.
We're gonna get practice defense. No, we gotta get something better than that. I got a better idea.
You take care of Pyro or what? I'm over here trying to get my tough status tokens. You're over there beaming around. You don't have to do anything except shoot stuff with your eyeballs.
Let's get a coordinated attack.
I've at least got to try a little
Attach
bit.
that there.
David Whitfield, morning, guys. How was your first day at school?
Xavier School, the X-Men Academy. For the gifted and talented, we're gonna play Wolverine. Wolverine's gonna swing.
Igor, that card's still not worth 3. No way. No way.
Cute him up. I'll let you knock him down. Trigger this.
Wish I had overkill.
We're gonna heal 1 from Wolverine. Just letting that thing advance.
No way, man.
Oh, he's tough. He has no damage.
Yeah, nice.
Just wanna heal
Welcome
one
to the
here.
court.
We'll actually hit 1 here.
Welcome to the court, dude.
He's a baller.
I've got a lot of things I want to play here. You got me up, but I'm jumping. Bulletproof Protector. Let's talk about it. Yeah. I'm going to use it. Discard a tough status card. Draw a card from Iron Will. And then gain 2 toughs.
That seems alright.
We like it. We like it. We like it.
Scott B, good morning, watching from Australia. Nice to see the stream live. Welcome to the show.
Okay, do you want to build for the future or build for the present? The present.
Why
dude.
not the future and the past?
What? But that wasn't even an option.
Could be. Speaking of which, if you're sitting out there watching us, enjoying yourself more than you've ever enjoyed watching any other YouTube video or Twitch video, don't forget to hydrate yourself.
Hold on a second, dude.
colder
Hold
and
on a
drier.
second. Don't pass the turn to me yet.
I don't pass yet.
Yeah, don't pass yet. And this
Or not.
this can come back. This can go back on top, of course. And this is still
I told you it was all about the past.
because I think triggering improvisation here might be right.
Okay.
And it's gonna stand Phoenix up. I think I'm gonna do it right away.
What for?
So I'm gonna do it here, and then I'm gonna do this, and then
Oh,
I'm
because
gonna
you're going to get the resources.
do this. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this hero resource because I'm gonna play a drop kick. It's an attack. I'm gonna use Enhanced Physique and Improvisation to pay for that for free. Deal 4 to Toad, and stun that enemy and draw a card.
All right. I'm going to Phoenix readies and heals, and then she'll just remove 2 here.
Right on.
And then you're doing how many to Toad?
4. And then stun.
We like that.
Yeah, that got good. All right, improvisation's out. I had to improvise. All right, and then we'll do a Bulletproof Protector, draw a card, 2 toughs.
You could also Bulletproof Protector on my turn to see what you get.
Oh yeah, suppose I could. Then we'll just play a combat training because we got the money.
Oh, I can't remove here yet. There's a crisis icon.
Oh, yeah. You gonna do this?
Just remove that.
Yeah, okay, get that out of the way. And then I'm just gonna get things on the table here.
Deft focus.
Deft focus. Let's go ahead and play. Boy, this is a good question. Yeah, I'm gonna play the studio with this double, which is a bummer. But I'll be glad I did it later.
Yeah, just getting cards out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it set up. And then I'll go ahead and kill Pyro here.
Got him.
He's gone.
All right.
Double tough. 1 money floating. Plus 1 thwart. Deft focus. Okay. Wait, 4. Okay. Hand size of 4. Oh, yeah, now we're talking.
What up, Brad? Doing well? So 2 go on. We got problems.
You don't want no problem.
He's gonna scheme against me for 2, and if he gets a 1 booster better, we advance.
He won't.
Definitely did. But that's
Advancing.
Okay. All right, let's see what happens.
It's good. We're done with basketball. For
Add
the
this
day.
scheme to the victory display. Advance to the next card in the main scheme deck.
Is that Brad?
The Atrium. Each character gains steady.
I can't imagine a worse outcome.
When completed, add this scheme to the victory display. Advance the next card in the main stack. If there are 3 main schemes in the thing, then we lose. So we are.
So you're saying Toad is no longer stunned?
Right. He's half stunned.
Nice.
He stunned you because he
Well,
moved.
that's just, they couldn't have written it better in the comic book.
Yeah. All right, now he's activating against you.
Of course he is. I'll take it. Plus 2. Tough. Draw a card.
Now we're cooking with gas. This is where the heroes turn the corner. Mine. Infiltration. When revealed, shuffle this card into your deck. This
Nice.
card gains surge. Hand me another card.
Yeah, there you go. My favorite part is flipping the cards.
Brotherhood Beatdown. When revealed, for each of the following enemies in play. Avalanche.
No.
Lost your enemy. Blob. You're
No.
stunned. Pyro. Take 2 indirect
No.
damage. Toad. Discard a random card from your hand.
Nice.
He's so annoying.
He's taking his tongue, his toad tongue, and he's taking your cards. With his toad tongue. I want to inflict maximum pain.
See what I have to put up with? There's a reason I relate to Cyclops. All these hooligans.
There you go. It's practice defense. It's not hardly.
Basically, not even a card.
You put the first main scheme already, right? First main scheme is in the very. Oh, that's already the one we've already. So we this is the end of the game if this one goes.
Oh, okay.
That's helpful to know. So the setup thing goes to the victory display. Then the one we just
No,
failed.
it says you put the first at the bottom. I did. Yeah. So there's only one. There's
okay.
only one in the trophy
we
case.
got time.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Yeah,
They
I like
go to
this a lot.
different
That's what I'm
scenarios.
saying.
That's cool, and then everybody gets cool.
Yeah, it's different villains, different locations every time. That's
And
what I said. It feels like a refined wrecking crew.
Yeah, but it's like everybody gets the benefit of the place, which is tight.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're all the same. We're all mutants getting a benefit from this. Wow.
If you look to see who would
Wow.
benefit.
Hopping Mad. Toad activates against me. If he's not in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for him. So he will activate against me. So let's think about that for a second. Luckily, he's steady, thanks. So.
Oh, well, apparently the first one is supposed to be in the victory display, but nothing told me to do that.
Well, surely something did. There's some text somewhere that said that.
No, listen.
It says it right there. Add this card to the victory display.
Somebody told me to put it on the bottom of the deck, though.
Nah, man.
All right. Lame.
But we don't. I wish we got to explore all the locations. I guess we got to play it again. Toad's attacking me, and there's nothing anyone can do about that except you could block with Phoenix, I suppose.
You got tough.
I know, but then I can't use it for my abilities. It's also my currency.
I see. It is just like Briar.
Yeah, this is fine. It's fine. Take the attack. Hope it's not piercing. Nope. Draw a card. Lose a tough. Ho ho ho! Ooh, my oh my! Wow. This is now bordering on the insane.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah.
This is for you. Get her done.
Are we going into cleanup mode?
Clean up what?
Cleanup says what? Cleaning up our situation.
I mean, I hope so.
Are you ready to see something you've never seen before?
Teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah, you're about to Dougie. You're about to Dougie.
I'd love you to just go crazy here.
Buddy.
It's about time.
All right, Colossus. I don't have any tough, so I can't really do much.
Well,
Colossus is going to thwart here for 2.
He's a thwarter.
Death focus for limitless stamina. Thwart for 2. Boom.
What's it say? Go ahead.
Oh, when defeated. The player who defeated searches for an ally and add it to their hand. Hulk's down here.
It's a bonus card.
Oh, dude, I'm getting Ironheart. We all know how that goes.
Yeah, you are. Maximum value.
Well, the value. Okay. Then, for my next trick, let's do it like this. Let's play Ironheart. Discard 2 other allies I don't need because Ironheart draws me a card. We love it. Okay. Then, for my next number, we have some decisions to make. That definitely changes the math on this. Where are you on this? How much do you think you got there? 4 or 2 or 6?
I can remove 6, yeah.
All 6, like no problem.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah. It's, if I can't remove threat, then what are we doing?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Perennially a great question, really.
I'm gonna activate this. See how long.
Let's go another limitless stamina. Prepare for that with a drop kick.
It's actually limitless.
His stamina is limitless. We're gonna swing for 3 into Toad.
Okay.
I think we can just yeah, you got it. Just build it. We're gonna roll down to Alter Ego.
I'm with you.
We're gonna activate Peter's Studio. Discard cards until you find a Colossus card. There's one.
Nailed it.
Then we're gonna pay 2 to play Organic Steel.
He's hulked up.
Yeah, we're really getting established here.
David Whitfield, how many villains have they beaten so far? 0.
0. And then
We're just giving him hope, though, you know.
Ironheart's gonna remove 1 from the main.
Just take it away.
Over to you.
All right. No minions in sight, eh?
That's right.
Let's trigger Scott Summers. Let's get a Danger Room train.
You know what? I'm gonna use this physique. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I think we're clean. We're getting cleaned up.
Let's get a exploit weakness. It's just a resource. Yeah, we are turning the proverbial corner.
Then it just becomes a beat up session, which is my favorite thing.
A beat up session.
We just start wrecking these villains.
We're gonna...
Because we're heroes. That's what heroes do. They destroy the enemy.
Put a Danger Room training on Phoenix.
What does that do?
Gives her +1/+1/+1.
Dude, Phoenix is like always rocking on your side of the board.
She's doing it.
Always very impressive.
Flip to Cyclops mode. Yeah, let's remove 3 here.
I got that for you.
Oh, thanks. Let's play Tactical Brilliance.
Oh, I didn't use the AE ability. Thank you, Igor.
I'll remove 3 more here. And get a tactic.
Tactical brilliance. Come on, that's great. Hopping Mad's in here.
Let's get a tactic.
Colossus cards that I want. I kind of want that bulletproof card. Oh, a titanium muscles. I need to get that on the board.
Let's attach practice defense here. Gets -1 attack. Wolverine will punch for 3. Thank you very much. Trigger my ability. Spend a resource of any type. Deal 3 damage to an enemy.
Dude, you're crushing over here.
3.
I think you found your stride with Cyclops. It feels like you really understand the game now. You know?
Well, and I unfortunately haven't seen any of the attached to a minion when it's defeated draw 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I flipped early and didn't have it, and then like minions came out. That's when it really gets wild.
You're also about to get Dunkarooed on that encounter card in your deck there.
Cyclops will... Oh, I meant to recover before I flipped. That's what it was. I was like, I wasn't planning on using him. I'm going to recover before, way back. In the Wayback Machine.
To the next phase.
All right, what do I do when I draw this card?
We're about to find out.
After this card enters your hand, discard an ally or
What's the
support
card?
you control. Infiltration.
Infiltration.
It does hurt.
What are you supposed to do?
Discard an ally or support.
Oh, ouch.
And then it wastes a card in my hand.
Does it get out of your hand somehow?
I can discard at the end of the turn.
Wow. I think you discard Wolverine.
He heals 1 every turn.
Oh, right.
He's
Well,
crazy
but like
good.
that's what the X-Mansion does for everything.
Yeah, well, the game won't last that long.
Yeah, it won't. All right, you did your stuff. I drew up, you drew up. Shall we go to the framework? Add 2, standard. Krispy Kreme style. You had a Krispy Kreme donut in a while?
It's been a minute. Why?
I'm just kind of curious. I've been thinking about them a little bit more.
You want
There's
to order
also-
some?
There's
I gotta come here in 15, 20 minutes.
Dude, if you had Krispy Kreme right now, we literally would have to go off the air in like 5 minutes because you'd be so
Yeah.
lethargic.
I
and
was
like,
looking at the root beers in the kitchen. It's like
artificial ingredients.
it would mess with me.
Sugar.
I don't know.
This
think
isn't celery. How can I eat it?
I still don't like celery.
This
to be
isn't
honest.
oats and beans.
Yeah.
What do you do for dinner?
It's a mix. Things. A lot of salad.
Yeah. What about like
vegetables.
proteins? You gotta have proteins in there, right?
Yeah.
You get beans. You
I
a
mean, I
bean
still
man?
meat sometimes.
You a bean man?
I like beans.
Red beans, black beans, kidney beans,
I like
chickpeas, Great Northern.
I mean, just any bean.
Baked
I don't
butter,
know. You just find. I mean, it's plant-based proteins, right? A lot of nuts.
nuts, beans.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's about it.
There's not a lot of beans in a Krispy Kreme donut.
Nope. Not a lot, but sugar in that donut.
There's a lot of sugar in there. It'll get you jacked though, you know. It's the saving grace of a otherwise listless existence where you don't want to feel much of anything.
I mean, they are good.
Toad activates
What
against.
made you think about a Krispy Kreme?
I've just been thinking about them more, and then we got this Dunkin' that went in down there on Memorial, like 71st and Memorial, 61st.
Really?
Memorial, yeah. Robert and I were going down to Nelson's.
The
Last,
buffeteria?
week, and it's so good.
Buffet plus cafeteria
It's
meat?
so good. And we passed a just opened Dunkin'. It wasn't, you couldn't go in yet, but you could do the drive-through.
Nice. My wife's family's from Chicago. She has a soft spot for Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And White Castle. We were talking about the chicken rings.
It's called Dunkin' now.
Just Dunkin'.
It's more than just donuts, apparently.
The coffee.
And sandwiches and stuff, I think they do. They
So-
pigeonhole themselves.
There's a Dunkin' in like Deep Broken Arrow too somewhere.
Deep Broken Arrow.
You gotta be a Broken Arrow person to know where it's at. It's not like near a highway.
It's
you know?
the bull in the alley of Broken
It's
Arrow.
like a speakeasy donut shop.
I would love that. Can you imagine how cool that would be?
Yeah.
I don't imagine it'd be terribly successful. Most people getting donuts want to know where to get them.
Yeah, that's true. Although a speakeasy that served cocktails and donuts would be a certain kind of beautiful circus.
Yeah,
you know?
it would, wouldn't it? Man, that would be a sugar
Like
rush.
if I went to like a bowl in the alley, but they were also like, "What kind of donut would you like for the cocktail?" I would
Like,
actually
stick it around the glass.
I would low kilo. I would definitely take the donut. That would be a $5 donut. I'd pay it
Well, remember, we used to do the donut cocktail party effectively.
Yeah.
Don't forget. So you could combine the two.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember some of that.
My first entry was.
What was it?
I remember I wanted to look like a sprinkled donut, but taste absolutely miserable. So it was
Mission
like
accomplished.
it was like
Put the banner
it was
up.
like bright pink, and then like it was sugar rimmed with like sprinkles around the rim. It looked like it'd be really sweet, and then it was just like cough medicine.
Yeah. Somebody took on a sausage roll that year, I think.
There was the first year I was there. There were some really great shots.
Very creative. Yeah.
And then there was mine.
And then there was this
not good.
one.
Yeah.
But it was form.
Back when we were young.
It's form over function.
I'll be honest, people in the chat saying that Dunkin's better than whatever else. Daylight Donuts, when you find the right Daylight Donuts in Oklahoma,
You got to find the right one, though.
it's simply the best.
That one on Harvard is unbeatable.
Oh, like for
Kim's,
31st and Harvard.
I think it's Kim's
36th
Daylight.
and Harvard.
There's one in Claremore that's really good.
Yeah. And then there's some that are just horrible.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you guys have the same recipes, right?
Yeah, they do. They're supposed to.
It's just execution.
It shows you
Execution.
execution and process where the game is.
Yeah. It's not about the idea.
No. Oh, yeah, we get the idea of donut's good.
It's not even about the recipe. It's about, are you willing to put the time in to do it correctly?
Yeah.
And do you have the ability to know what a donut should taste like?
Michael says, so is this going to get edited out of the boring version of the stream? It'd be really funny if it was like fun version and boring version.
Just the hits, just next phase.
Yeah, literally just the 5 minute. Done.
Cut, just jump cuts the whole thing.
Or it literally just cuts to the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
That's just the last 2 minutes.
Did we win?
The TLDR version.
Toad activates against me, is that right? -1 attack. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Just leading the way here.
Oh no, wait, it's a schemer. Hold on, do it. Let me see if I have the armor up card. I don't.
So I did nothing.
So scheme for 2 plus 3. We're about to lose, by the way.
Robert, editing this would be highway robbery. This is Nathan saying this is that TC gold.
3, 4. Well,
Tell you though,
I don't know.
when you
The
come to
algorithm
Oklahoma
doesn't
to
really
visit
like
our
it.
store when we finally open it, and if you're a donut connoisseur,
Maybe we'll have some donuts in the store. Or maybe like on Sunday mornings or something, we bring in and sell donuts.
specialty donut day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we make them on Saturdays.
A nice cup of espresso with some fresh daylight donuts is a winning combination. I'll say that.
We could probably wing one daylight donut for $3.
That's what's amazing about that.
Even you were
Is
appalled.
like a regular donut is like $1.20 by itself. Not
No
a
way,
dozen.
man. A daylight glaze is 62 cents.
Dude, inflation.
I guess that was like a few years ago.
Yeah. So let's just say it's $1. Their markup's already like 95% on the making of a donut.
Yeah.
So then if you triple that,
But if you said, I want a nice Americano, let's say, and I said, hey, for an extra $3, I can give you a beautiful, freshly made this morning daylight glazed donut.
you mean the Marvel Champions breakfast?
That's right. You would say, for $3, what else am I going to do with $3?
I will say there is a lot of value in. It's very hard to get a good daylight donut and a good anything with espresso in it
Coffee, espresso at the same place.
because they don't exist at the same place
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
they don't.
There's like the
We
standard.
take here. The markup is the service cost
Boom.
of bringing them
We
together.
pulled this together and it was this beautiful moment.
Yeah, I would do a cake donut though with a coffee or espresso.
I like cake donuts the best.
I would dip it in there.
Personally, although I do understand glazed and like chocolate glazed,
Yeah,
just the classic. I
it kind
get
of
it.
sweetens your coffee as you go.
The cake donut's the real champion here.
John's a big fan of the filled.
Yeah, he is. He's obviously strange.
At every turn, yeah.
I mean, he likes those filled donuts. You know, the
Yeah,
like
I
puffer
don't.
fish.
The surprise ones.
I don't.
Yeah, and he just doesn't want to know what's in there. He just wants something
Like-
in there.
The idea of it is interesting, but I don't ever like it in execution.
No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
It's very hard to eat too because it's getting everywhere, right? Sometimes it's
Brad, taking a new job soon, so this might be my last Monday. I'll be joining you live. Just want to say thank you all for the great content. I'll be sure to watch it after, though. Hey, Brad, congratulations.
Brad. Congrats.
Hope the new job is absolutely fantastic. Robert says, Breakfast of Marvel Champions writes it so.
That's right.
Torres, how do you like this snare compared to the Sinister Six?
What's the Sinister Six? I don't remember that at all. Where was that?
The Spidey campaign had Venom and it had all the stuff in it.
Don't remember it. Honestly, an
We've
absolute...
been doing it too long, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to retire.
It's an absolute blur. I don't remember anything about that campaign. Any of the scenarios. Nothing.
You don't remember the Venom at the end?
I remember looking at Venom, but I don't remember how it
Yeah.
played.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. It's all blurring together. I remember Rhino Heroic 3 and Ultron Heroic. Those stand out.
You were playing with Evan.
I remember playing with Evan, yeah. Yeah. There was another challenge we had that was a big one, right? Past Ultron? Did we challenge ourselves a heroic something?
We did heroic, like everything up front.
Yeah.
Heroic Wrecking Crew, Heroic Goblin.
Toad against you, Cyclops. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to lose a card. Can it be this one? It can be, right? If it's random.
I mean, I could block with Ironheart.
But then you'd lose a card.
And I would lose a card. But, like, in the grand scheme, well, there's one card I can't lose. There's one card I simply can't lose.
Simply the best. Let's just hope it's this 1 in 20. 1 in 20 or 20% chance. He's attacking me 2 plus 3. Go ahead and just take 5.
Wait, you just took that to the face there?
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, your allies must be precious.
That's
What if?
how-
Wait, can I get the encounter card?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's a 20% chance. It's just like free 99.
Isn't that supposed to be gone at the end of your turn?
I didn't have it. I drew up. I'm drawing after the discard phase.
Oh no!
Next turn I can discard it.
Oh, that's awful. All right, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Only way to fair way to. This is 1.
You're looking for 4.
This is 1.
Yeah.
This is 5.
Yeah.
We're looking for 4.
6 is a reroll.
That's a wild. You get a pick. This one. It's
One.
a 1. This.
Yeah.
All right. There goes my Cerebro.
Who needs that? It doesn't seem important.
Yeah. All right. It's fine. Bad cards, right?
Yeah, Radames maybe, or Redames. Waiting for us to finish Galaxies was one we still haven't played against Ronan.
Yeah.
We put it behind us. We forgot about that one.
We decided to wait on that one until after we'd seen the
Hell freezes over.
second season of Firefly.
Yeah, nice. So, yeah, same. And then the Eagles go on tour again. Is it my card? It is. Hopping Mad. Toad activates against me. We could lose here.
Yeah.
He's scheming.
You know, losing happens. Gold Peas is saying they've been talking about donuts for 15 minutes. I think that shows how much they like this scenario.
Attach this card to a minion and give it a tough status card. We can't do that. There's no minions. So it's 1 boost, so we add 3. Dude, we're here.
I'm on the verge. Caught off guard. When revealed, this card upgrade a support you control.
Danger Room?
Can you get rid of this?
Yeah, you can. But surely it's good, isn't it? Or is it a defendy one?
Spend a resource to prevent 3 damage and do 3. That's worth 1 plus a health. I'm gonna get rid of this thing.
Yeah, it's gone.
Let's say discard. It's not a permanent, is it? Doesn't say so.
Doesn't say it, but maybe it is somewhere. I could have said it somewhere.
We'll see if that comes back around.
Okay.
Oh, I take 1 less damage because of this thing. Forgot. All right.
I actually do like this scenario. I don't know if that's what Cold Piece was getting at, but I really like this.
Instead of getting rid of this, I can get rid of this upgrade I control.
Oh, the one on him. Yeah.
Cyclops.
Yeah,
for the
Igor's
win.
like, do it right, guys. You're better than this.
All right, this passes to me.
Yeah. And then that card drops? No, it still doesn't drop. My gosh. We did resolve infiltration, yes.
Thwart 4/5. Get on that.
Yeah.
Let's go
Just
team training.
Don't even ask questions.
My allies get +1 health. Wolverine heals 1.
Did Phoenix take a damage there?
No, but you know who's
Yeah,
tracking?
who needs to track that? That seems like...
Wolverine is gonna punch for 3.
I'm scared to send it because...
we just get some other villain.
But
fine.
Toad seems worse than all of them.
Discarding cards is bad.
That's the worst way to
Just
do
get him
that.
out of here.
Yeah.
I think we'll actually defeat 2 of these things.
Okay. Ergo,
Also, just because we're talking about donuts, like, I actually love scenarios that are engaging but not so intense that we can't have a conversation.
This is one of my favorites I've played so far.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this completely.
I
Very
like
thematic.
the steady thing. I like the. I want to see more. All right, let's send it. Now, do we lose the stun? Obviously, we do. Man, that was just an absolute disaster.
Victory 2. We got him. Next up is Pyro. Look at this. 0 attack. 2 scheme. He's tough.
And I think he's the indirect damage guy. Right?
After he attacks, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Take 1 indirect damage for each printed resource icon. Discard this way.
It's actually pretty bad for me, but
I mean, indirect. 1 tough takes it all.
Yeah. That's right.
But he's
Fair.
0
So
attack.
it's the same
That's
idea.
the main thing. He attacks you, and it's like, okay, fine.
Okay, so I know I'm going to do all of these things. This I know. I
I'm gonna go ahead and discard this. And does it go to my discard pile or does it go to the discard?
There's for sure. This one.
That's cool art on the.
It is cool. Infiltration.
Mystique.
Okay.
How much else you got? 28. All we have to do is 28. We're out of here.
Piotr Studio. Is it Piotr or should I just say Peter?
I think it's Peter.
Discard until. Oh, there's one.
I'm happy to be wrong.
Drawing armor up right here is quite interesting because there's a world where you do everything. No, I need to go up. I gotta get the toughs. All right, here comes Colossus. When he rolls up, he's gonna play surprise. Oh wait, there's a new tough now.
A new tough?
Pyro gets tough suddenly again?
Yeah.
Oh, he does. I should have put all those piercing cards in here. You know what? Fine. Okay, you can have it. You can have my surprise attack for your tough token, you fool. Surprise attack it for 4, but the tough
Got him.
takes it all.
He got you, really.
He wrecked me there. Okay, and then we get our tough, of course. Then we'll do Bulletproof Protector, discard to gain 2. Draw a card.
Somehow.
That's how that goes. Then we'll do Deft Focus and Armor Up, which we don't need because obviously we're already here to pay for Titanium Muscles. We got there. We got both of our key upgrades in. And he's still steady, huh? This.
Yeah.
All right, let's play a Jarn Bjorn. What do you think about that?
Okay.
That's a card.
I suppose.
That's a card that made it in there.
We did it. We needed that magical axe.
Are we worried over here about that?
No.
On 6.
No, just start punching. I want to kill him next round.
We could definitely kill him next round, or
defeat him.
Yeah, defeat him, of course. I could remove 4 from the main scheme, and we could try not to lose. Because if you get an advance and I get an advance.
Yeah, but that can't happen. We've already seen.
How many advances are in there?
1. So there's at max 1 more, right?
Yeah, I guess. Are there cards in this deck that cause things to scheme? All right, let's roll the dice, dude.
I'm going to let you
Fine.
trust your instincts on this one.
Let's roll the dice.
Here, I'll tell you this.
No, don't
See,
trust
no
my
cards in my hand. I can probably do 10 to 15 damage next turn.
Yeah, this guy's done for me.
Then don't die. Don't lose.
Well, no, I'm gonna attack because that's all I know.
All right, that's all I know.
Pyro's gonna swing for 4.
Mm-hmm.
+2 for skilled strike.
We're done. 22 health. Can you lay up 10, 12 damage
We're
next
gonna
turn?
titanium muscles for limitless stamina. We're gonna swing for 4 again.
Down to 18. All right, all you have to do is like 6 or 8 next turn.
Done.
If that.
I can always roll down to reactivate defenses and get us out of a.
You got 5 on the table?
Yeah, 5 on table.
You gotta have the resources for it though, so it's an interesting predicament.
Yeah, and it's hard because I actively do have them actually right this second. All right, Pyro successfully done. All right, let's add 2 to the main. Bullets flying at us. Pyro bullets. Then let's have Pyro activate against us, starting with you.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mommy, wow.
Pyro's activated against me.
Yeah.
He attacks 0 plus a boost. And then I'm going to discard the top 2 cards of my deck and take an indirect for each printed resource. So, swinging for 2. I'm going to use this to use a resource, prevent 3 from this, and then do 3 back to him.
You had a brazen defense. More like a blazing defense.
Then I'll discard 2. Is that 3?
That's only 1, because it has different types. No, wait. No, it doesn't say that. I made that up entirely. That is 3.
1,
Just got to read the card.
2, 3.
He's not dead yet?
Not dead yet.
He's got the
Plus
team training?
1, and then +1 from this for her. So
Ah, nice.
they're both
Stacking them deep, selling them cheap. as they
both
say.
cruising. All right, that was me. Now he's activating against you. 0 plus.
0 plus. We're taking it. 0 plus 2 is 2. Tough status card. Organic steel. Tough comes back, draw. Then the indirect damage. 3. And I can assign all of that to a tough.
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep. It's 1 instance of 3 indirect damage. Because you assign all the indirects and they resolve all at the same time.
No way.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at this rules guy. Look at this cool rules, man.
I did at one point think about becoming a lawyer. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we all did, didn't we?
I knew that was not for me. Strict adherence to the rules.
I
No.
definitely could have gotten there. That's might be my backup plan. I'll just go to law school.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of debt. Die. Bad cards.
The life of a lawyer. Law school, debt, death.
Well, you know, I'm coming at it when I'm like late 30s.
You'll
This is gonna be
never
a while.
believe what my card is. Advance.
Oh my god.
2 plus.
Don't you dare.
2 plus 2. Let's get 4 on there.
So 12 of 14?
12 of 14? Holy moly macaroni. Woo! We should have definitely taken 4 off that scheme. But let's cross.
We'll see if my instincts were correct here, sir. Avalanche, go get him and reveal him. I think we've already dealt with Avalanche.
He
right?
immediately schemes.
Right? Maybe he does, man. He's not in here. There's some fine cards over here.
Go find the avalanche.
Yeah, Avalanche is in here. Did I ever tell you about cowboys? Frontier psychiatrist. I feel strangely hypnotized. I'm in another world. After Avalanche attacks me, exhaust a character I control. Okay.
Won't be happening.
Easy.
All
Wow,
right,
we
that
just
was it.
barely got out of here, though, didn't we?
All right, this goes over to you. If you can do 15, privilege all
I was
yours.
built for this. Okay. In fact, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it right now. Just to, like, be cool, you know, to be awesome.
I'm into it.
Colossus is going to attack Pyro.
How
And some
much?
things are going to happen.
Okay.
I'm going to play Maid of Rage to get +6 for that attack.
What?
Discard a tough status token. That's 10 damage. And then I will be discarding a fist for Jarnbjorn to make it 2 more damage.
Down to 3.
Then I'll be playing a steel fist for 5.
He's gone.
Look at that, man. Don't even give you the,
Pyro out.
the
Yeah, you should definitely remove
satisfaction.
the threat. Because I was going to do
Yeah,
probably 15, 16.
this is cool.
Wait.
This is one I would actually like to play on Expert or even Heroic. I think
Yeah.
this on Heroic would be a really fun challenge for us.
I also think that you could play this one a lot and it would not get old.
Do we want to look at the other locations, or should we just save
I
them?
think we save them.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was fun.
That was good.
I had a great time with that. That was a quick one too, wasn't it? It's 3:40.
Yeah.
We talked about nothing for so long. Why would we do that? That scenario trimmed down is maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah, totally. But where's all the joy in that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, if you actually cut out, especially the setup phase, that was at least an hour before we even started playing. Because you were deck building,
Just rambling.
getting the scenario going. So this was like an hour and 10 minutes, even with the 15-minute donuts.
Wow, that's crazy.
Victory. If surprise attack side scheme is defeated, record that in the campaign log.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, also, as the difficulty scales, you have to defeat more villains.
Yeah, that's great. I was in a position where I would be interested in that challenge. What happened?
Yeah,
what did I write
like,
down?
if you defeated him there, and did you have more damage happening?
I could have done some more, yeah.
So I was bringing in 16 on my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he starts at 28 more health, like we can almost clear another villain in that exact moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have to worry about threat, but
we stabilize, as they say.
remove each future past card in the victory display from the campaign.
Wait, what was I supposed to add before
Surprise
this?
attack.
Surprise attack defeated?
Defeated, yeah. Remove the roll upgrades that we used. If Jubilee is in play, she's not. Done.
Man, that's a bummer. So we're going to have to do this again and try to keep Jubilee alive. I feel like that's the entirety of the X-Men animated series, honestly.
Yeah. That is about the goal.
First 3 seasons are just keeping Jubilee alive.
And the title of the next scenario, just so we're all aware, Magneto.
Yay, we get to play against Magneto.
Yeah, in the finale.
I guess, of course, we do, right? But
that makes sense on where to end. I'm curious, everyone out there who has been playing through this, what's your take on this campaign? And what's been your favorite scenario so far?
There's Avalanche for you. Let's cleaner on up. Move it on over.
Avalanche.
Avalanche. Yeah, I put him in the. I didn't know you packed it up yet or not, but you have not packed it up. All right, I'm gonna add a couple of that give myself a tough card that I was looking at. I definitely ran into situations where that would have been better than anything else in my hand.
I feel like tough is your resource, right? That makes sense.
I mean, it's still, you never want to pay 3 for the card, but sometimes it's the only thing you can do to make a turn even decent.
Yeah, I mean, it can turn one of your turns into like a lot of value.
Turn a turn into a turn. And then Enhanced Physique was nice. It was good to have that up front. I was not displeased to have it.
Mike said they have expert B-sides on the villains as well, although they don't get a lot harder.
Nice.
Isaac saying, campaign's great, Sentinel's Master Mold were a lot of fun. Magneto's tough, heads up. Redames, Heroic should be fighting all 3 levels of a villain. I've only played solo, Magneto is pretty tough.
Cool.
Blank saying, campaign's been a lot of fun, Magneto is tough, but not Ronin Venom levels of tough. Brant saying, I've really enjoyed the campaign. It's better with more heroes. The second scenario is my favorite, Project Wide Awake. I like the idea that the X-Men campaign is better with more people.
Yeah.
You kind of want a 4 or 5 person team thematically. So if they were going to design this box around 1 player count, it being higher for this particular theme is pretty
Gather the X-Men.
clever. Yeah, it's like,
Come to the mansion.
that's one of the not unique, it's one of the notable aspects. The Avengers come together as well.
How's this card not in here?
What card?
The card I'm looking for. Is it
What's
here?
the last place?
Oh,
you
it's
look?
right here. Where did these come from? Did I get these earlier? All right, yeah, we're gonna add some invulnerability. And at first you would think, well, that's kind of anti-synergistic, but it's just your get out of jail free, get out of jail expensive card. It's your get out of jail card. Okay, so let's see what we want to replace with what. Okay.
Walk Dogger. Well, that's kind of a spoiler, so we won't reveal it. Blank saying Magneto is tough matchup for Colossus, a guy made of metal. That should be true.
Oh, right. That would make sense, yeah. We wouldn't need to be metal plated. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're going to look at the cards we didn't like. Dropkick is
Cut
fine.
them. Brutally cut them.
Skilled Strike, I always like because it almost always does something. Surprise Attack, it's fine.
Look how cool this Magneto looks.
Depth focus is good.
He looks awesome.
He does look really good. Are you reading him?
No,
Jarn Bjorn
just
is
looking
like
at the art.
whatever. I don't really want to play that.
I can definitely like. So like when there are Christmas presents around as a kid, I didn't like shake them and stuff. I didn't need that to know for some reason. I can literally look at this card and read nothing about it. Even if I read it, I think I would forget it by next week. It's a superpower.
That is a superpower. Forgetfulness.
Walkdogger saying, not a spoiler, that's just the Phoenix Nemesis side scheme. Apparently. They lost to Dark Phoenix.
Oh, cool.
But I don't know whose Nemesis that is. Is that Kitty Pryde's Nemesis?
Nice. Okay. This is all great. This is going great. All right, so we got surprise attacks. We've got drop kicks. And then we've got...
Did you upgrade it?
Jarn.
Is it better?
It is way... Yeah, it's way better. I think I'm going to go 1 surprise attack, 1 drop kick. Let's put in 3 invulns.
Invulnerability?
Yeah.
Just in case.
It's just rare that that card is useless.
Watch Magneto just have like...
Anti-tough.
Anti-tough. That would make some sense. It's okay, that makes sense. It's Jean Grey's Nemesis. Checks out. She is her own worst enemy.
All right. And then... Actually, we're going to go 1 less, and we're going to go Jarn B.
Someone's saying, let me see if that's true.
Boom.
We got one of the allies we incorporated was Richter, and someone's saying it's really good for tough. So maybe you should have this.
Yeah, we do have Richter. For getting rid of Magneto's tough, probably.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Magneto's tough. Is he tough? Yeah.
Apparently. People were talking, man.
People were talking.
All right, so I've made some changes. I feel good about that. I think it's fun to change the deck as you go and kind of see if it's working to your liking or not.
Yeah.
And Depth Focus, again, getting even further synergy by being able to play Invulnerability, which is nice. A lot of superpowers in the deck. And at the end of this one, we might actually have something worth having.
You didn't use this, did you?
I didn't. Oh, it's gone forever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Just goes to show you, use the things you have rather than trying to save them.
You know why this felt so short?
Why is that?
Because we did 2 last week.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I forgot about that. I was like, why does this feel so much shorter than last time?
Campaign card.
We're off next week?
No. We're off next week? Who's off next week?
I'm on next week.
You're on next week.
It's the week after. We did 2 of these so we could finish the campaign before I left.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Next week, we do the last Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
We take on Magneto next week.
That's right.
All right, everybody. Hey, thank you so much for joining in. I'll get the keyboard of ending.
Also,
that flew by, Zach. I don't know what was going on. That was crazy.
I think it's because we're just enjoying ourselves, man. Talking about donuts?
It's gross.
Hey, if you're out there and you're a subscriber to Marvel Champions products through us, thank you so much for doing that. Also, there are people talking last week about whether or not we might make a thematically inspired board, like the ones we've been using, compatible / inspired by the X-Men. And I'll just say keep your eyes open. It's going to happen. 100%.
It's very likely.
It's 100%.
I mean...
It could actually not happen.
100% in this industry in particular does
the spider
exist.
themed items almost didn't happen because production stuff went crazy, like wrong.
Yeah, so that could always happen is my point.
But we're working on it. People are I've gotten that question a lot, even on the community text and things. Like people are asking that question.
There are some. You think calling something an export is okay?
Yeah.
There's no copyright. It's an export.
I mean, we could look.
Has an X on it.
Someone might have a product called an export that we would want to make sure is not real.
Yeah.
I could see that being like some weird patented technology. It's an export. You know what I'm talking about. Like, what happened to that? Was it Cool Mini or not? With like the digital. Remember that?
No.
Gen Con, they were like, oh, here's a table that's like the map that you're playing on. And like it integrates with the game and it's this whole technology. I've heard, where is that?
I'll tell you what happened to it, Zach. I actually don't know the answer to that, of course, which you knew the moment I said I would tell you about it. But it's the reality that technological integration is not really the way forward for tabletop games. It's not what we're here for. Let's quit trying to force it already, right? I like to maneuver things manually and get confused constantly. That's what I like.
That is
part of the charm.
Yeah. I will. Yeah.
It's part of the charm, is it not?
I just remember it was just a big thing.
Staring at the computer
then
all
the
day.
pandemic happened. I totally forgot about it until just now because we talked about export.
Yeah.
What was that thing called? Hold on.
Cheers to Yoda's Hut saying, enjoy the stream. Proud TC Marble Champion subscriber. Well worth it. Love that, Yoda's Hut. Thank you so much for coming along with it.
Taburu is what it was called.
Well, that may be why it didn't do so well. Yes, I do remember this. Wasn't Eric Lang involved in this?
I mean, he was involved in CMON.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much.
He was talking about it to us. That's how I remember it.
that when you did the last interview with Eric.
He was like, Taburu. Is that still a thing, Michael?
Yeah, Michael says Taburu system.
Is anybody using it? Or is it ahead of its time? Everyone's trying to recreate that scene in Star Wars where there's little things that you attack each other with.
Which is ultimately fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyways.
We're out of here.
Hey, if we don't see you till next week, have a great week.
Have a great life. Subscribe.
Great life. See you later.
Goodbye.